Protocol observed. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I want to apologize that I'm going to use English because I know from here you're going to begin saying she doesn't use Lumasara. Kindly allow me use English for purposes of proper communication.
Okay.
I am very thrilled to see all of you here. I feel like this is a sign of victory. If we could carry the same numbers and go and do a press conference in Kampala, we shall leave them scared. I want to thank every other person that is here today for growing with the brand. Most of the faces I'm seeing are not very new faces. However, there are faces that we do not interact often, so the relationship is a bit dull, but I'm happy to see you. You showing up alone means you're in support of what we are doing. The event we are having this year is a bit different from the events we've been having from the years 2023 and 2024. If you look at the branding, it previously was Girls Rising with Asta 95, but today we are having a concert, and the concert is Asta 95 live in Girls Rising. Please, when you're talking to Esther, that is a very different person and she's not here. The person standing before you is Asta. I thought I would really love to correct the pronunciation of the name. And we all know what a concert is. It is a celebration of the music that we have been, sharing over time. I want to appreciate in a special way the media for growing with us. It is very hard for somebody to go out there and try to push a brand that is not paying them every single day. But one thing you must know is our growth is largely because you have made us. Just like our CEO said, you have stood with us. Of course, not withholding the fact that sometimes the stones are very hard. Sometimes the statements that are said and you feel like you should really come out and explain. Then they tell you, no, you're not supposed to respond to everything. Even negative publicity is also publicity. But I want to thank you that in the negativity sometimes, I'm not saying because at least we've learned. Every other time something comes out, we sit down and say, but was it right or it was wrong? If it was right, we definitely work around it. And if it is wrong, we let it pass. I also want to thank the people that have chosen to identify with us and help the brand to grow. There are people that we have worked with and they love us a lot, but at a distance. If you look at the history of our industry in Bugisu, I believe I am not only the first female artist, but I'm the only artist that has started to make the strides. I'm not saying I'm the best, neither am I claiming that I'm the most capable. But I think I am working with a team that is very dedicated, a team that has chosen to break the odds and choose to rewrite a beautiful story for home. I want to thank the artists that have chosen to work with us over time. Most of us want to see people doing well, but not better than them. But I want to thank the artists that have stood with me from the time we started doing music. In a special way, I want to thank my brother Shanjo. He's right here. I have had a very special relationship with Shanjo. That is the only artist that will check on me on days I'm very quiet. There are times that you need support from fellow artists, but then when you look around, you realize there is none. And then over the years, you realize that there are people that have stayed consistent. They're not very outstanding, but they're always there when nobody else is. It is really hard for artists to support each other. We can see what is happening between Uncle Bebe Cool and Kenzo. They are busy fighting over the Kamani. But if you have a fellow artist that really wants you to be better every single day, always reminding you that you're capable, for me, I really want to thank you, Shanjo. I do not know when you're giving us a concert because you promised last year. We are in 2020, we are going to 2026. It's just, I think, a month and a few weeks away. We deserve a concert from you because you have very good music. And of course, the team members at MT Records. As for Girls Rising, We started in 2023, organization. I want to thank every single person that moves with us to our outreaches that we do around the country. And also in a very special way, I want to thank the team that has also taught me that there is a difference between Asta 95 and Girls Rising. Most times we kept confusing the two, we thought they were the same, until this year when we have chosen to separate the two brands. That there is Asta 95 and then there is Girls Rising. That is why it is Asta 95 in Girl Rising concert. Last year I received very many questions and people were saying, it is Girls Rising, but we are not seeing the girls. Sometimes when we choose to say a word that is inclusive, we say it's Girls Rising because it is the mother that gives birth to the children. And when you give birth to children, you do not decide which sex God gives you. You have both the ladies and the gentlemen. So as a mother, you cannot again say the mother of the girls, because God will always give you all. So we choose to be mothers that are going to nurture. That is why when we are doing our outreaches, we are not looking at only the women. We look at the young people especially, because we are the change that the country deserves. In a very special way as well, I want to thank our sponsors of our events. From last year, you realize that there is a remarkable difference in how people come on board to support our events. I also want to say this, and maybe it should go on record. And even if you use it against me, I am very okay. I think we are having the most committed sponsorships. As a matter of fact, most times when we have events, which is also okay for branding, people have very many logos. Very many logos on the artwork. But then you realize that the sponsorships are for show. But I want to thank our sponsors. There is no sponsor that is on our event that has not given us money. That is when you know that the business is growing. We do not have a sponsor that is here for show. All the sponsors have positively contributed to the growth of the event, and we are so grateful. And please, I want to say this, let it not only stop at Asta 95. Kindly, when my brothers in the industry and sisters reach out for sponsorship opportunities, kindly share with them, because this is what we need, and it is really hard to get sponsorship, as a matter of fact. So we are very many. It's not only me, I'm just one representing that other team. And also, maybe just as I conclude, I want to promise you, like our CEO said, this year it is a concert. We have incidences where artists choose to mime their own music. I promise you that we are not going to mime music this year. We are going to sing. And I know nothing but to sing. So I'm calling upon every other person to come. If other people have been miming their music, we shall sing for them. So bring every other person. Do not leave anybody home. Every category has been catered for, from the elderly to the toddlers. They should come during the day and have the bouncing castles, face painting. We are young people and we have a tendency of hiding our children during that day. Let's have fun with the children, and then in the evening we can catch up and have some fun. I promise you nothing but the best. And also to the people that believe in me, I am very sure that I was sober when I chose to do this. And I'm very ready to do all it takes to make sure that we reach Lugogo. I think a few days ago, we were with Nobert Events, and he kept saying, you're a good artist, you're a really good artist. When he posted, someone was telling us Lugogo is calling us. But you guys, don't you think we can do Lugogo? You can. We can do it and even change the story. As a matter of fact, we have the richest culture. But because of the Kokolas, our CEO was talking about, we failed to reach Lugogo. We had the biggest artists before other artists from the region came around. But they are reaching Lugogo before us. We should ask ourselves, what went wrong? Like Teacher Pamela says. What is going wrong? We have Kadodi alone. It is celebrated all over. But we have not reached Lugogo. If an artist like, what can I say, my sister Omega, I think she's the latest. She has done it at Lugogo. But we've had the Natty Nathans. I think we have not supported the artists enough for them to have the confidence to do Lugogo. May I promise you that my goal is Lugogo. And if you not reach Lugogo, I'm not going to count myself successful. But the day we do Lugogo, even if I do not own much, I'm going to know that I'm very successful. And that is the goal. So kindly, I'm calling upon you guys. Let's feel touch. I feel like the kind of lineup we are having resonates with most of us. And there is no event I know about that is happening on that same day. This year God has been in our favor. He has blessed us. He has showed us that we are loved. We also organized, I think early, our dates came out in January. So I'm calling upon every other person humbly. Please spread the gospel. We only have a few weeks to the event. I'm kindly calling upon everyone to support us, because everything we do, we have the heart of growing the region at the back of our minds. Thank you so very much for coming around. My name is Asta 95. I send so much love. It is a registered non-government organization that operates anywhere in the country. This organization is here to strike a balance, but majorly we base on inclusivity, which means that everybody should benefit, not financially, but people that are, I copy words from certain people that are brighter or more exposed than I am. One gentleman said that if you do not have money, you have time. If you do not have time, you have the energy or the skill. So at Girls Rising, we are inviting everyone to kindly come and join us. There are people that will donate. We keep doing drives. When you have an organization, doesn't mean you have money. Personally, I'm a teacher, and you've seen me crying on social media that the government should do something about our salary. So everybody here is a very a candidate of change in society. You can always help us to push our flyers when we are having those drives. You can contribute or you can join us. For us, we are the ones who contribute energy because we have the time, we don't have the money. That is what we chose to do. So we go to the people that have the money and don't have the time to tell them, please look here, we have this need. People suffered landslides and they are homeless, they do not have clothes, they do not have food, and then they contribute. And for us to have the time and the energy, we go out there and deliver the message. So every other time you do something, you might not change the whole world, but you will change somebody's life. I am very sure that the 1 year Girls Rising as an organization has existed, there is somebody who remembers one of us that has gone with them to the outreaches. At least they know there is something Girls Rising did. And what's funny is, I realized Girls Rising is killing Asta 95. It is bigger than the brand itself. So we have to separate. The divorce has happened, and Girls Rising is now independent. Asta 95 is independent because it is outshining a brand. And for us artists, we are very egocentric. We do not want competition. We are like God. He does not want you to praise him while praising other gods. Oh, we are like African men. They want you to be nothing but loyal. That is what I've also done to Girls Rising. We've separated and let the brand Asta 95 grow, let the brand Girls Rising grow. But these are brands that have grown with everyone here. Kindly grow with us when we reach out. If you cannot offer anything, talk to the next friend. I'm sure there is something that will be done. Thank you, MC.
We are expecting the lead artist, the host herself, Asta 95, that's very definite. And then we have GeoSteady. I think GeoSteady has not performed in a long time, especially around this region, and it's going to be a good opportunity to have him perform here and get some of those vibes. We will have Dax vibes, then we will have Irene Nambiru, and then we will have Blessing Sivanga. Then we will have Inspector Jill, Busy Blood, Papalova, Enimark, Imike, Shanjo, Epic Boy Calvin, One Kasolo, Big Joe Busiku, Hayes Bullet, Rough K and King K. We will have some of the best DJs around the country, like DJ Wiki, DJ Manice, DJ Caleb's, DJ Ray's, DJ Payne, and DJ Presley. We'll have great MCs like MC Echo, MC Trevor, MC Liz, Hoon Aga, MC Banks, MC Cross, and MC Carter. And also, maybe I need to use the opportunity to say it here, we have also planned a surprise musician, so that those who do not come, they should also pay a price of missing that musician. So it will be a benefit of those who have gotten the courage to pay the ticket and come. That artist, we will not unveil them until the performance time. We have a table of 1 million, that is platinum. We have a gold ticket of 500,000 and a table of 300,000. The details are well known, we've been circulating them around, but in case you want more clarification, you can contact us through our well-known phones. The tickets, right now we are using the online platform to buy tickets. That is, you press *165 *20 hash, then you follow the prompts, and then you'll find our event, Asta 95 Live in Girl Rising Concert. You choose the ticket of your choice and you pay. They will send you an email and an SMS, and that will be your ticket. So on the day of the event, you just show the message, and then you will be cleared to enter. We are not yet issuing out physical tickets. As we all know, Ugandans are very brilliant people. No matter how sophisticated you make the ticket, if you release it really very, very early, you might fall into some problems. So the physical tickets will come, but close to the show. Like we always say, we have always delivered everything we promise. Some of you who remember last year, we had so many performers and artists, and they all came to the extent that it is time that limited us, but everybody was present and everyone performed. So you can be rest assured that whoever is on the flyer, whoever is on the poster, will come, because we've done it before and we are always going to do it. They should get the equivalent of what they have paid for, but not something they were able to play and listen to on their phones at home. So it is going to be a serious show with a lot of creativity in it. It's going to be a live band, and you can expect the best. But I would want this to be said by the musician herself, so that when we...
Thank you so much. I think I already hinted on this while I was sharing my communication earlier. I promised that I am very committed to delivering the very best. I'm sure that I've never shunned from singing, and I'm also very sure that I've never tried to act like I'm singing on live band. That's why we kept saying that people that mind music. So since our CEO has already unveiled that it is going to be live band performance, I promise that it is going to be live band indeed, not semi-live, not a replica of any of that. When I say Girls Rising and Asta 95 have separated, this is what I mean. The brand Asta 95 is going to be typically doing nothing but music, and then Girls Rising is going to be doing nothing but work of the foundation. Now, I am trying to interpret what you asked me in an aspect that we probably do events and tell people that it is for charity. That after this event, all proceeds are going to go to so and so. I believe that even last year we did not say that. I think we did not say that, because most of our events run throughout the year. We have a yearly calendar that does events for the organization. We go out to donate, we go out to do this and that, and then when it comes to the event, usually we call it a crowning event. We come together to celebrate, one, the work that the organization has done throughout the year, but also have a musical experience. Now, like for this year, it is just a concert. We are going to celebrate the work of the brand, and that is where you are separating Asta 95 and Girls Rising should really come in from. Thank you so much. We've not promised anyone that we are going to collect money at the gate and take it to Bududa. That should not be misinterpreted, please. Thank you so much.
As an organization, Girls Rising, the chief donor of the organization is Asta 95 as the artist. And part of the income she gets comes from the musical activities that she does, including this concert. So the proceeds from the concert are consolidated with whatever else she earns elsewhere, performances, salary and all that, and then it facilitates an entire calendar year of activities that Girls Rising. And definitely every time they call upon you and you come through, they consolidate all that to do their activities. So this time, that is why the concert is called Asta 95 Live in Girl Rising. The English is so pure and so intentional. We are trying to make a girl rise. She cannot keep making other girls rise while for her she's not rising. So we've been seeing that actually the organization is becoming bigger and bigger than the artist. So we are trying to say no, let the girl also rise so that she's able to gain more capability to push the activities of the organization. If the organization is bigger, then the artist is not, then there is a problem. The artist needs to have the financial capacity to keep the organization running. So she should rise before she makes other people rise. A fully-fledged project, a brand new song on the 6th December. With a video and audio and everything as a gift to our fans and for all the support. We have a lot of collaborations done and dusted, kept, a lot of singles, so much music in stock, only waiting for time to be ripe and we release them. So the collaborations are going to keep coming, single projects are going to keep coming. Like she said, the dream is Lugogo. And if God wishes, we will pass and even probably do
next
more
year.
than that. What it guides us is how 6th December goes. We must feel Lugogo. We are very ambitious people, but again, we want to measure our ambitions to make sure they are realistic and achievable. You cannot feel Lugogo when you've never felt that. You know, there are people that have attempted it, and they can tell you the sad story of their life. So we shall feel such, probably feel embarrasses, and then feel Lugogo, isn't it? Yes, we believe in baby steps, and we are very happy and grateful to you people and to God for the small achievements we keep reaching on. I'll thank the media fraternity for coming through and helping us do this. I will thank all the musicians in the house and out there who are trying to push this agenda. And I will thank our sponsors for believing in us and supporting us to make sure this comes to be a success. And I will take this opportunity to call each and every one, young, old, youth, please come on 6th December. Make sure you secure your tickets as early as possible. It is more actually a corporate event. No one, even if you leave your phone here, you will go use yourself and you will find it there. Because we've registered that kind of success, and we want to even make it even more secure and better. There is no complaint regarding security. Please come, even if you're 8 years, come. We will make sure you're taken good care of and you're secure. Thank you very much.
I've seen the Eastern trips in the building. These guys, if there is anybody we really should thank this year, I think it's the Eastern trips. Because of Mulimu ku Twitter, abantu abatali ku Twitter, guys, let's join Twitter. That is a platform of people that are progressing. These guys have done what they call a sasage on Twitter. And sometimes I be there and I'm like, by the way, I'm a star. Yes. Because that's how those guys make me feel. And everything we do, every single time I go out there to studio to do a song, I really put in a lot of work because I know there is someone that is believing in me, and I do not want to disappoint them. We had a project we did with Fefe Busi, and Dr. Brain kept saying, you're a good writer. They could not believe we could write because we've contacted writers and blah blah. But I want to thank you guys. You motivate us. You tell us that it is possible. You really make us feel or even be bigger than we actually are. I want to recognize Team Ready Governor in the building. I see you, Manager Julio. Thank you so much. Mukama waffe Kamilioni aka Mr. Bahati, thank you for the table. Munange for luseke tulukubira ddala era akasente oba watambudde nako banzije nze n'okufukamira bambi nfukamira. Lastly but not least, I want to make a very special announcement. Guys, I'm a car owner. The ball right now, what happens? Also on days I'm like, yo, I really can't do this. I remember I went to studio and they were telling me what to bag. I said, I told me, you can. Just go and do it. And I did it. Thank you for being selfless. He does not do this with me, but all other people with him, like Manager Jimmy said, he's one person that will do 1,000 things in a minute. Baneno okunsinga, bayimba okunsinga, they deserve even better. Naye tetulinayo muntu waffe wadde no eyavuddeyo naye kinnuma omuntu ogamba, and they start creating things of tribalism in this whole thing. I want you to know that you don't know where you are going to be tomorrow. You just don't know the story. So let's try to be kind. If at least you cannot be good to someone, at least do not hurt them. So ngenda kufuluma wano, ngenda kuingira mu motoka abatunonya kuba buli gwe tusanze bewanagamba nayo kikolo ky'okubeera embaale. They do not believe mwana. These guys tubasobola. We are way better than them. Twagenda mu studio ne Fefe Busi n'akubya Dr. Brain ajja amuyambeko okuwandiika. Nefe agambanga tukawandiise. So guys, we are blessed. We have all it takes. Not only Asta 95, my brothers Sanjo, Busy Blood, Blessing Sibanga, and the rest. Twina abana na inspector. Those are machines. They're not even people. Let's support the guys. Let's depressed. Let's grow the industry, and I promise you, Bali is going to be a whole different place. Thank you so much.